How high? There's been a lot of talk about the competition level this year. What are you expecting from these guys?
Well, you know, the competition for minutes is real. I mean, there's no point in pretending it isn't. And you know, every second out here counts. Every minute counts. So, you know, we're being very detailed with every little thing that we're doing in practice. Everything from defensive footwork to offensively to how we're crashing the boards, and everything matters.
Defense, a lot of talk about defense this year with your squad. You want to improve that. How do you see that playing out this year? Is that all about a 1-2, as Bruce was saying?
Truthfully, I think we need to stop talking about defense and just start defending better. And so, you know, when we start preseason games, we have our inter-squad game. You know, we'll see more of where we're at. But you know, talk is cheap.
Bringing Jim in, how do you expect him to change? How is his approach different?
Jim consulted with us last year, and you know, when Ron took the job in Atlanta, he gave us an opportunity to promote from within. I mean, guy's a former NBA head coach, and you know, he's willing to be on our staff as a behind the bench guy, which is shows, you know, how he feels about this organization and wanting to help. But it isn't just Jim doing the defense. You know, everyone's involved, and it's a collaborative thing, and it's just, you know, it's not just the coaches, it's obviously the players are involved too.
With how much basketball has become year-round now, do rookies have a step further, or do they have a leg up on previous rookie classes, maybe just how much they're around the facility nowadays in July, August, September?
Well, I mean, these guys have a leg up on the guys that were drafted the COVID year. These guys got drafted, and 3 days later they were in some sort of a summer league or training camp situation. It's hard for me to even remember, but yeah, I mean, you know, every minute and second of the off season is really scripted now for these young guys. And like in Jarace's case, you know, he had the elbow thing that needed to be addressed. So he was able to get some pretty good reps at Summer League, and then he had the procedure done, and now he's really in good shape physically. But you know, when you're an NBA rookie, going through all this is very valuable. You know, the free agent camp, the Summer League, you know, the preseason stuff here. Until you get into an NBA season and feel what 82 games feels like as opposed to 30, you know, you really don't have a clear picture. And so these guys got to go through it, but they've all had a really good approach. You know, we've had these guys are enthusiastic, they love to work, and so it's a pleasure to be around them. Contrary to what McConnell said yesterday.
Can you sense like their head spinning sometimes if you're getting deep into something? It's like this is a lot at once. Can you like recognize that?
Yeah. And there's a little bit of that today, but that said, you know, our staff has been through many training camps. That, you know, not only in the NBA but in other levels, and you know, we do a pretty good job of keeping things simple enough for the young guys to understand. And when they make mistakes, we've got veteran guys that are helping them out. So that's great.
This could be the year you take a step. We haven't been in the playoffs since the COVID year. Do you think this is the year these guys can make that next step?
There's no doubt that these guys are very focused on taking a competitive step. You know, we'd like to get into the playoff conversation, the playoff picture. I don't like throwing numbers out there, numbers of wins. That's always a dicey game. And sometimes you can throw limitations on what you think might be possible. So, but day one was great. Looking forward to day two. And hell, we're getting on a plane this Saturday to go to Memphis. So it's all coming fast.
Do you envision giving Andrew more opportunity at point? Is that something you look to do, like we saw in summer league, or is that one of those things to be determined? How much he'll play on the ball, off the ball?
He's playing a lot on the ball right now. McConnell is a little limited. He's got an ankle thing that he's working through that happened last week. So TJ was not live today in practice. See where he is the next couple days. But Drew's getting a lot of work right now. And I expect him to play a lot of point guard this year.
Anybody else limited?
A couple more guys.
Anybody else limited? No.
What was the inspiration behind the alumni wall?
It's just a great idea. I don't know whose idea it was.
Player relations, Karen.
Yeah, Karen Atkinson, player relations. Pretty cool. You know, you get the all-star guys in dark blue. You got the Hall of Fame guys in gold. Pretty creative, and you know, getting it all lined up and balanced and all that kind of stuff. It's a lot of work. So I'm impressed.
Do you count as an alumni and a current?
No, that's players.
That's just players.
That's players. I didn't see any coaches on that thing over there. The coaches are on this wall out here, and that's a whole different story.
I mean, the defense is very different from what I've played. So just trying to get used to the angles that where we're supposed to be, and how we're supposed to help and where we're not supposed to.
Yeah, how so? What is different?
It's kind of like reactive. It's not always going to be a low man. If you know the guy's not beat, you're not going to help too much. And then just trying to help on the boards mostly.
I mean, do you get a sense that there's a big change because these guys, obviously, their defensive coordinator left, and they're I guess not going to have coordinators. Is there are they doing a lot of different stuff?
There's a huge emphasis on defense. I mean, the Patriots last year was one of the best offenses in the league, but defensively it was terrible last year. So that's just a big emphasis today in this training camp, just trying to work on the defense.
What's success for you guys this year? How do you measure that?
Just take it game by game. Obviously, our goal coming in is to win the championship. That's everyone's goal. But really, just take it game by game and see where that takes us.
About how many times do you think players have asked you about success, winning championships?
Since I got here,
What that has
just
been
the experience. It's been great. Just sharing my knowledge. Not a lot of people get to do that. And it was fun. So just trying to share what I can and help the guys, especially help Ben. Ben's going to be really good for us. So just trying to teach them what I know.
Was there one guy that was like a 30-minute conversation? I could see Ben or Tyler.
I would say Zay Wong was probably my longest conversation, just because I mean, he went to Miami. He's watched me throughout my career because Coach L always raised about me, he says. That was probably my longest conversation. And Ty, obviously, just how it felt, the atmosphere. I mean, he's never played in the playoffs, I don't think so. Just how it felt being here.
What group were you working with today?
Me, Ty, Ben, Myles, and Obi.
I forgot we did that in Boston.
We're on the come up, man. Yeah, these are the new ones.
Gotcha.
What'd you make of the defensive focus today that you guys had?
I thought it was great. I thought we made great strides today, even for just day one. Like, our focus coming into training camp was to eliminate certain things, and I thought we did a good job of that today.
How much different, if you can even tell after one day, do you get a sense that you'll play differently this year defensively than last year, schematically?
It's already very different, and I think it's for the better.
What's different? We all have the same question.
Yeah, why?
I mean, it's just the shots we're willing to give up, and I don't want to give too much away, but the shots we're willing to give up, the shots we're trying to force guys to take, we did that today, and it was we saw success from it, and I like the scheme and I like the way.
You feel like they're positive changes?
Yeah, I like the positive changes.
Whose voice did you hear most in terms of defense? Was it Boylan or was it Rick or somebody else?
I would say it's a collective, but probably Boylan the most. Yeah.
What expectations do you think for this team this year? What's realistic for you guys?
Playoffs. I mean, make the playoffs, go make a deep run. I think everybody on this team believes that we can do that. I think we got a roster that's capable of doing that. And moving forward, that's our only focus. That's my only focus.
I think Rick said that there's not going to be coordinators. I mean, just want to go back to Boylan. I mean, What's your sense of just what Coach Willen can bring to this? What's he brought so far? Basically, how do you think he changes things defensively, and what do you think he adds to the staff?
I'd say a little bit of accountability. Before training camp started today, he pulled me to the side and told me he's going to be very hard on me just because he wants me to be one of the leaders of the defense. So he told me, like, if I'm slacking or if I'm not holding guys accountable, he's going to let me know about it. So I take great pride in that, and for me personally, I think it's going to help me get better and better.
Did he have to call you out, and if so, for what?
No, not today. We're on our P's and Q's today. Yeah. So we're going to hold everybody accountable and make sure it's a good defense.
Well, were you in a lineup with Jarace, and if so, what did you see from him just in day one?
I was not in the lineup with Jarace today, but I saw a lot of good things, good instincts, good skill level. Like, he's a good motor. He's a solid player. He's a good player.
Is it kind of typical you can see maybe a guy's head spinning a little bit these first week or so when so much is thrown at you guys?
I think you can, and I didn't see that from any of our young guys today. I think everybody was sharp, everybody was locked in, and focused to have a good practice.
First NBA practice, how was it compared to you expected? How do you feel like you did?
Yeah, it was super exciting. Right when I walked through these doors, it was just a moment that I've been waiting for my whole life, basically. And as a rookie, there's a learning curve, but I've embraced that, and I'm ready for it, and just excited to play along these guys for this great organization. So.
Did you find it easy to stay focused, or was it like, there's so much going on, it's my first NBA practice? How did you balance it?
For me, it's easy. I mean, to be out here, it's attention to detail is super important, and you need to have laser focus to succeed at this level. So I think that comes easy, and just being myself and all that will come along with it. So.
Who did you work with a lot today?
I worked out with who's on my team? Drew Nemhard, Bruce Brown, Daniel Tice, and Jarace Walker. So fun.
You and Jarace together?
Yeah, it was cool. So.
What's obviously defense was a focus, basically a big piece of this. What did you get? What kind of sense did you get about the style of defense you guys are going to play? How it's going to be emphasized, and how you feel like you handle just getting used to your first day of NBA defense practice?
Yeah, so Coach Jim Boylan had put in a whole new defense for this year, and I've kind of gotten a head start of it in summer league. So I felt kind of ahead of the curve when we got in here. So we're just all getting adjusted to it. It's more one-on-one oriented and not helping off and like getting the lowest shot percentage shots that we can. So if we can do that, I think we got a good chance of being really good.
What was racing through your mind on, I assume, walk, but maybe drive over here?
I drove over here, but I was smiling the whole time, just super excited. A little bit anxious, but that comes along with it. But, just super excited.
Is there any nerves or anything like last night, like Christmas Eve feeling? Or
definitely Christmas Eve feeling last night, but nothing that scared me or nothing that altered my thinking or anything like that. So.
Is it kind of nice to be in a new system now? You were with one system for the last 4+ years.
It's really cool. It's like a breath of fresh air, especially with these guys. They make it easy to transition into something new. And I've had fun up to this point. So.
What have been the early look of what you and Drew look like as a backcourt?
Drew's super intuitive, pushes the tempo, does a lot of things well, and he's just so well rounded. It makes it easy for guys like me to cut and play off of him. But I just kind of got a good feel of his game by now, and I'm happy to continue playing.
Anything surprised you that you weren't expecting today? Like more drills, more lifting, anything?
It's my first time like having Carlisle like out on the court. So just his intensity and all the stuff that he brings, but it was fun.
Was it intimidating standing right by him?
A little bit, because I've never seen that side of him, but I love that. I love how he pushes us and just brings a separate energy that I've never played for before. So.
First pro practice, how do you feel like it went? Was it about what you expected?
It was nice. I had a great time out there. It was a lot of fun. I feel like we was really competing, getting after it. Got up and down a little bit. Everybody had a good time, and we're getting better every day. So, great first day.
Who'd you work with a lot today?
Like
coaches or lineups?
Lineups. I was with Jordan, Dan, Ben Shout, and Drew. You
like that group?
On the Blues team, yeah, I love that squad. Had a real good squad, for sure.
Has it been a lot to go from Houston last year and then this year? You try to learn a new system so quickly?
I feel like Houston kind of made it easy because it was like a lot thrown at me at once, and then I feel like here it's a lot, but like they really take time to work with you, so it's a smoother process. But I feel like Houston definitely helped me develop and it just allowed me to just learn concepts quicker. So
And do you think you maybe got a head start a little bit with Ben, like doing summer league and learning some of the new concepts that they're teaching today?
Oh yeah. Summer league was major because we have the same name for the play calls, same philosophy on defense. So summer league was big for sure.
What was last night or this morning like as you were like, well, here we go?
Really just excited. Like first year, first season. It's gonna be a lot of firsts this year, so I'm just excited taking it all in.
What you mentioned the defensive philosophy. Just it's going to be a little bit different than they played a year ago. What's your sense of how it's going to operate and how you fit in it?
I feel like I fit in very well. Just being able to switch 1 through 4, guards, keep the ball at the paint, but also limit 3-pointers. So I feel like all around it's a real good scheme that should definitely get us more wins this year.
Has there been a player that you tried to go side by side and learn a little bit from here? And ask questions to?
Yeah, I would say Myles and Buddy for sure. Like. Definitely working with Buddy before practices, always getting up shots. Just repetition with that because he's one of the best shooters in the league. So if I could just stay around him, work with him, anytime he's in the gym, I feel like I can definitely improve my shooting. And then Myles, in terms of just my big man skills and just his leadership, how he carries himself every day. He's a true professional. So I feel like those 2 guys I'm definitely going to stay close with.
And to the point of shooting, how much better does that elbow feel after getting that done and over with?
Man, it's like I don't even feel it anymore. Like it's wonderful. I'm just happy that's done and over with for sure.
What could you feel like a pain, or was it like?
It was just kind of like
a nerve when you shot.
It's like a pinch nag at like the end of the shot. At the end of the shot, so like floaters around the rim, I was good, but like the farther I get out, the more I felt it. But,
So, again, how much better does the shot feel that it's not there? I mean, basically.
Yeah, like it feels so much better. Like I want to get in the gym more. I want to keep shooting because like I just feel so much better, and it's just I just back to normal. So
there's not like a cost to it every time you want to work on your shot.
Yeah, for sure. Like I don't have to get treatment or see a trainer beforehand, or I can just wake up, step in the gym, late night, step in the gym if I want to. There's really no restrictions, so I'm just happy to be back to just being able to get in the gym without restrictions. Really.
Right.
Bruce was saying almost the entirety of it was defense. What was kind of your impression of the message tried to be conveyed by the coaching staff?
Yeah, for sure. Because I feel like that was what they needed, especially from last year. I keep hearing that just defense, rebounding. So I mean, if we instilled that early, I feel like we could take it a long way for sure.
Rick said to us that he is kind of tired of talking about defense and just wants to play defense, like kind of put money where their mouth is, so to speak. Do you sense that, especially from the guys that were here last year, where offense was no problem, but defense kind of was?
Yeah, for sure. You can tell guys are kind of flipping their mindsets as well. Just how hard we're going, the pace we're going, just the attention to detail on that side of the ball. So I feel like we're definitely improving on that end for sure.
Well, we can't get into schematics, can't tell you everything, you know what I'm saying? But, I mean, the biggest thing I think is just going to be effort. I think we're held more accountable to our effort this year more than we have ever before in our one-on-one defense. So I think that's really what it is. It's just that one-on-one defense, just not trusting the help as much. Of course, the help is always there, but at the same time, want to be better at containing the ball.
I know it's not a coordinated situation, but what do you think Coach Boylan has brought to the staff, being kind of elevated from, I guess, a different role?
Yeah, no, experience. I played against, Coach Boylan and his Chicago teams, and they were known for their defense. And I think he's bringing a lot of that to us. I think he brings a different passion, different energy. And, he's someone that's been there before. So, it's good to have, that experience in the locker room.
What did you see from the Rooks?
It was one of the most competitive days I've been a part of, man. It was good stuff. I think there's still a learning curve, just like with anybody. Just learning our offense and learning where you're going to get your shots. But as far as just flat out competing, I like the energy I saw.
Because of how much time you guys spent together, meaning like at Summer League, at mini camp, did you have the updated defense and updated stuff that you could work on or talk about or anything like that? Or is this brand new today?
I'm not gonna lie, Scott. I do this, bro. There's not too much I haven't seen. Honestly, the defense isn't like a dramatic difference from last year, but it's all instincts at the end of the day. And I think that's something I thrive in. So I was able to jump right in and just make my mark.
For lack of a better term, last year you had to clean up some messes on the defensive end. Do you think these changes will make that not as much the case this year?
I hope it doesn't. Yeah, those are easy blocks for me, so I'm not trying to change too much.
How much of a sense do you get that everybody is taking defense more seriously? Like you said, it's going to be a lot more responsibility on everybody. Everybody's going to be expected to handle their matchup better. How much better do you think guys are prepared to do that?
I think it's all we've been preaching since I've been back. At least that's all we've been preaching. Offense is gonna, we'll find our way with that. We have too much talent in this locker room, but I think defensively, that's all the coach that preaches, all the film that preach, even the players in the locker room preaches. We know we're here to improve.
Anybody impress you today specifically?
Specifically, I like the way Obi looks. Bruce looked pretty good too. I just think that they fit right in. I think Bruce was able to kind of just the one thing I like about him, he reminds me of like how Thad was. He can play 1 through 4, damn near. He can play any position, and I don't think he left his mark there. And then I said Obi was getting up and down a lot, man. Just the way he's able to run the floor is going to help us out a lot.
You think your fit with Obi will be pretty natural on the front court?
Yeah, for sure. Obi can shoot. Obi can spread the defense out. He can also put pressure on the rim with lobs and all type of stuff where I can space and shoot. So it should be a natural fit.
What you think about the names on the back of the practice uniforms?
Oh yeah, I thought it was odd. It was more of a summer league thing, but I'm not mad at it. I mean, it just makes it feel more game-like,
How about fan jam? Speaking of which, feeling like game-like. Rick talked about the changes there. I mean, is that something you guys look forward to, or?
Yeah, man. I mean,
you plan to still have the rookie show?
Yeah, absolutely. Come on now, I'm still here. We're definitely doing that.
Yep.
But as far as the practice, I mean, it's valuable time. You know what I mean? It's it's exhibition for the fans, but it's also a chance for us to keep working on our stuff, working on our sets. And I think Rick is just in that mode of he doesn't want to waste any time this year. We got leaps to make and strides to make. So that's another opportunity to do it.